Hello all, it's the Old Geek, and this is part 12 of my quest to get 2,000 mythical internet points on iRacing. I've been up and down a bit, it's fair to say that, but I've qualified second here at Oschersleben in my GR86.
What the fuck? No pace bar message, right? Is that what you mean?
Unfortunately, I'm caught napping off the start. We don't get a message that the pace car is off, and I get one of my stodgy starts.
On your left. Still there.
It's becoming quite obvious to me that I'm better at qualifying than I am at racing, unfortunately, at the moment.
Clear left.
As within the first few corners, I'm down to 5th place. But it's a 25-minute race, so there's time for me to settle in and hopefully do my thing. Especially if they fight ahead of me, but the guy behind's looking racy. He's just given me a nudge up the rear. Get on with it, geek.
Okay, geek. The next car is car number 29. C license.
Now, Oschersleben is it's a circuit I'm not terrible at, but I don't like it. It's really flat. There's a couple of good sections, like this little chicane here is good fun, but I don't like the last corner, and I absolutely detest the first corner complex.
There's an incident in Saxon-Anhalt curve. P5.
And this is the first corner. You just have to sort of launch it over the curb on the left-hand side and then catch it and bring it in as tightly as possible. It feels like it goes on forever. But I've settled into 5th place.
I didn't mean to send it that hard, sorry.
You see Lucas having a bit of chat over the microphone. He would play a major part in my race. He's a streamer. He's one of the fastest Mazda MX-5 drivers out there. He's good. But... wait and see.
Okay, geek. Don't let this guy distract the right side. Hold your line. Still there. Right side's clear.
That's a hell of a send from the guy behind, but fair play. He got it stopped. Now a little way into the race, and we're still line astern. Luca, the fastest MX-5, has
Come on.
overtaken a few in my class.
What's your
They're
point?
quite chatty over the microphone. Now, I've already said that I dislike this final corner coming up. I now get a stodgy exit out of it. I'm on the power a little bit late there, and the guy behind gets a really good run. He moves up on the left-hand side. I move over to the right a little to give him room. Watch what Luca does in the MX-5 behind me.
Was a 138.86. left side. Clear left. Clear left.
Straight into the back of me.
Keep pushing.
Pushing me out onto the marbles. I've got a damaged car, and it's my fault now that I go off, because I go a little bit wide. But unfortunately I'm wrecked. And I ask why Luke has done that. He absolutely sent it in,
We'll need to pit
and
for
it's
repairs. We've
his
had to leave
responsibility
full
to pass safely. And all he would say is that I broke too soon.
flight.
It was
The
my
next
fault,
car
I
is
broke too
Ruiz,
soon.
Car number 20.
On
Their
his
rating
stream,
is
he
2.2.
never once accepted any responsibility, and he never once looked at it from my point of view, where I had the car on the left-hand side, which is why I was braking earlier. See, it's entirely on him. The damage to my car, pushing me out onto the marbles. Yes, I should have held that line better, but he drove into the back of me, and as the faster car, it is his job to pass safely. Luca, a little bit more contrition next time, please. I know you've got your streaming people to keep happy, but sometimes it's worth just looking from the other guy's point of view. Unfortunately, that would drop me to 13th, and 13th is where I would stay, and I'd have to accept the Irating loss.
13th place. Okay, it's over. That's the end of the session.
A little bit loss of safety rating, but 66 points gone for my Irating. All because the Mazda driver was impatient. I'd have let him past on the next straight if he's right up my chuff. You've got to be aware of cars around you, and of course I'm going to be a little slower into that corner because I have a car on my left that I've just moved out the way of. So I go over to Daytona, a night race in the GR86s,
Okay,
and
get
I've
ready.
qualified 5th for this one. I get a better start.
Go, go, go.
I think, okay, I can settle into 5th. I'm in, I think it's top split, so I'm quite happy to be in 5th place in top split. But if you look 2 cars behind me, there is a purple GR86, and he has a major part to play in this race. I can see that the white and black car wants to get past me. I'm not going to block him, but I'm going to drive my line.
The car ahead is left side. Still there. Still there. Clear left.
What are you?
But yeah, he's very impatient. Little nudge there.
Left.
And you can see the purple car. Pink and purple. He's sniffing around as well.
Car left. He's still there. He's still there. Clear left.
Now I'm up to 4th. Someone's obviously gone off somewhere. But 4th place for me at this level is really good, so I'm quite happy to be there.
Defend hard. Make them work for it. Car right.
There's the slipstream effect. It's brought up another car behind me. It gives me a little bump. I'm all excited at this point. Unfortunately, I'm a bit too excited.
Still there. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Clear up
3
to the
wide.
side.
I brake far
3
too
wide,
late,
you're on the right.
and oh, that bump there, that's the guy in the purple
Clear
car.
left. GR86.
He cocks it up as well and manages to drive straight into the side of me. So now I'm back a little way down the field. I'm in 6th place and I have a bit of car damage. Joy.
Cuidado con la Gabriela, Iván, que ya la conozco. Es bastante peligrosa, vamos.
Sure thing, chicken wing.
Me ha pegado alguna cerrada interesante.
A mí ya me va a reventar.
And I do it again.
0.45.
But unfortunately, cocking up T1 there allows me to get swallowed up. And before I know it, I'm back in 9th.
Clear left, track limits, watch those lines. Don't panic, look left side. 3 wide, you're in the middle.
And of course I've got a little bit of car damage, so my car is not performing optimally. It's only minor, but
It's hard work to good use. Car right,
back to 10th.
hold your line. Right side
Now I'm
clear.
just sat here hoping that other people make a mistake. They're all working with slipstream, and I've pretty much lost the slipstream. However,
Bus stop.
I do pass somebody,
Adam,
moving me
yellow
up to
flag,
9th.
Watch out.
Another one's gone off. It's JP's gone off. He's having a bit of a chunter there. I will have a little look at his accident after the race. He's moaning at somebody being slow in the corner in front of him. Takes me back to the Luca thing, though. You've got to react to the cars in front of you. And we will see the replay in a bit.
Martin, car number 7 is now leading.
Mírate al final, que he ganado.
And there we go, 8th place.
P8
So let's have a look at some replays. This is my first whoopsie. I get the call of 3 wide. I brake too late. I go off wide, but look at this purple and pink car. Yeah. I guess he chased me off in sympathy, didn't he? It was a fair old clunk. Here's the second time. This is where I get swallowed up. Watch out for the huge send from the car that's currently out of view. Look at this. Fair play. I mean, he got it stopped, but it was an almighty send from another universe. Shall we see that again? There we go. Look at that. I mean, I am a little nervous, so I get out of the way. I could, I suppose, have held my line a little better, but he'd probably use me to stop then. Right, we're going to watch the bit where JP goes off. There we go. That's JP. Now, look. Now, I don't blame the car in front of him. Yes, the 1-2 in front of him cuts inside a little, but I think that's on JP. He just drives into the back of him. Anyway, let's look at some results. Another Irating gain. Another slight safety rating loss. So I'm up 24 points. That's nice. Back at Oschersleben, still in a GR86 in the production car challenge, and I've qualified in 3rd place for this one. Back in 5th place qualifying is my friend Colin. Hello, Colin. Met him a few races ago. Hopefully we'll get a proper warning that the pace car's going off. Oh no!
Catch up to car number 1. Go, go, go!
I don't get a great start, but no one behind me gets a good start either. The front two get away pretty quickly. So now I have to try and settle. And look, the car behind me spins off, giving me a nice little gap behind. So it's time for me to settle into the race, get my tyres nice and warm. The two guys in front of me are more consistent and generally quicker than me, so I'm under no misapprehension that I've got any chance of catching them. Unless, of course, they make a mistake. Red car behind. He's quick. He's very quick. I think he ends up setting the fastest lap of the race in our class. But he's hauled me in. Hand over fist.
Remaining, you've got 20 minutes left. That lap was a 1:38.94.
See, I'm in the 138s. That's decent. And yet again, somebody drives into the back of me. Thankfully, my car's okay. And it's him who spins off that time. But it just makes me hate that T1 hotel corner even more. So Colin's behind me. Hello, Colin. Well, I've met Colin a few times, and he usually gets the better of me. He is a bit more consistent. And he's closing.
We've been here before, haven't we, Colin?
There's an
I think we might have
incident
done.
in Saxon and Hull curve. It looks like it's Barnes.
And oops, I make a mistake.
Oh dear.
Yeah, always happens.
Back the time gained.
What I meant there, it always happens when I start chatting to somebody, I make a cock up.
It's alright. I'm happy where we are at the minute.
So I know Colin's a sensible competitor, so I'm quite happy to have him behind me as well.
That last 0.1 just didn't want to shift from my slowdown.
But Colin gets caught. The guy in red is back. I said he was quick, didn't I? So he's recovered from his spin. He's now got Colin behind him and me in front of him.
Nicklaus is gaining
And
on
only
you.
2
The gap
minutes
is
of the
now
race left. I'm
0
hoping for a
seconds.
white flag.
There's
I
2
need a
minutes
white
left, 2
flag.
minutes.
He's that quick.
That lap was a 1:39.38.
K-Ra.
No white flag then. 1.5 laps to go.
Yeah.
There's an incident in turn 7.
And I've got a habit, especially at tracks like this when there's a lot of sweeping right-handers, I have a habit of cooking my front left, just overheating it. And that's what's happened right now,
We'll be warned about track limits.
which makes me a complete sitting duck to this guy behind. So many right-handers on this course. And there we go. Clean pass.
Right side. Still there. Clear right. Bad luck, geek. Come on, don't let him get away.
Now my spotter's saying don't let him get away. I don't have much choice in the matter. The guy's quicker than me. And that's how we would finish. I'd get 3rd place. Quite happy with that. Colin would get a solid 5th place. And yeah, the guy who got 3rd was quicker than the pair of us, so fair play.
Good race.
Now, without any real incidents, no need for any replay there, but I gained 53 Irating from that one, which was very nice. I'm still seeping away my safety rating, though. So what to do about that? Okay, back to Oschersleben then, and I've qualified second.
Green.
People have been quite sensible at the start and sort of strung out a little bit, which is fine, and some beamers go off, which is not a problem. Well, not a problem for me, but it becomes a problem for other people, unfortunately. I haven't done a particularly good qualifying lap, and the guy on pole, I think I can go a little quicker than him, but I'm content to be patient. So 25-minute race. I'm happy to sit behind the first place car for the first lap while we're all warming tyres up. I'm under no real threat from the car behind me. Now, as you can see, even though I'm taking it steadily, the guy in front is not pulling away from me. My qualifying lap was poor. I can go about a second quicker than what I did in qualifying, so I'm driving within myself.
There's an incident in turn 7.
Now, one of the things about Oschersleben is the beamers only really pull away in a couple of sections. That twisty infield part, they don't pull away very easily from the GR86s. And they're quite close in front of us at the moment, which means when a beamer goes off here
Left side.
and starts to pull back onto the track just as I'm trying to pass the leader,
Still there.
he starts backing onto the track,
Who's that? Car number?
then he suddenly stops. Now, I had a choice of either going left and probably hitting the guy I was trying to overtake, or gambling and going right and hoping that the Beamer continued going backwards. I was between a rock and a hard place. The Beamer stopped. I went onto the grass to try and avoid him, hit him, and unfortunately I now have wheel damage and multiple panels damaged.
Clear left.
And I've dropped back to 4th. But remember, I have shown the pace in the previous races that should have put me on pole in this race, and even with my car damaged, I think I'm going to be competitive in this field, because this is a lower split. I have no problem letting people through if they are genuinely quicker, because my car is limping a little. But this race gets very chatty, very chirpy. One of the Beamers that went off right at the very start, a certain Adam, has pulled back on after pitting, and he's in amongst the lead Beamers, and he's not getting out of their way. He doesn't have to, he's a lap down. The blue flag in iRacing doesn't mean get out the way, but it is polite to get out the way. And these guys are getting very, very fed up with him. Okay, the place there, back up to 4th.
I don't understand.
But that issue with the Adam character goes on and on and on. He has no intention of letting the lead Beamers through.
Adam, you blue flag, let me fucking through. You're one lap behind.
Bro, Adam, you're left, bro. Move.
I don't want to overtake him. We're gonna crash 100%, so I don't know what to do.
Car left, clear left.
The joke will never get past this guy.
It doesn't mean you can hold someone up.
That's true. It also doesn't mean you have to let them
15
pass.
minutes left, that's 15 minutes.
No, absolutely not. But if he's sitting on the racing line blocking you, then he's being an idiot. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no rule about being a knobhead, that's the problem.
There's an incident at hotel, on your left.
Normally
Still
is on
the
this
clear
game,
left. We like this.
Maybe there should be a rule in iRacing about being a knobhead. So the thing about blue flags, in iRacing they're advisory.
Car in front of us is Tony.
There is still a bit of an etiquette involved. You're not meant to move and block. You don't move and block when you're being lapped. You're meant to hold your line. But if you are genuinely holding people up, why not move over and tuck in and learn why they are quicker than you?
Car left. Still there. Hold your clear left.
What a joke.
Keep pushing, we might get him back.
What's wrong?
There's an incident here. Turn 7. Yellow flag.
Please, Adam, for the love of God, I'm 1 meter behind you on a straight.
You shut up.
Left side.
Ludwig's getting really, really fed up with him. The problem is, it's almost as irritating to have people screaming blue flag, blue flag, blue flag over the radio.
Left side.
Especially when a lot of people clearly don't understand that the blue flag rules are different in iRacing than they are in Formula 1.
I need to watch this back at the end.
Still, Adam shouldn't be doing what he's doing.
Bro, Adam, move.
Be careful, Emil, he will not let you through.
Incident in turn 7.
He will crash into you. Be
Alright,
careful.
geek. The next car is Buckley, car number 25, B license, and their rating is
If you mean a
1.5.
blue flag car is trying to attack you, I think you can report that.
Yeah.
It's only reportable if they are genuinely trying to block you.
He just drives doesn't let you through, and then it's so sad.
Left.
My lack of straight line speed is
Gap to
causing me
P5.
problems.
Behind is now
Oh, P3 goes
0.15.
off. I go temporarily up to P3,
Like
but
Buckley,
remember I've got wheel damage,
right side,
and
clear
my
right.
wheel damage is my front left, and that's the tyre I have a habit of overheating.
Incident in
So my
Saxon
overheating
curve.
is only worse in this race than any of the
Thank you.
previous ones. Eventually the pressure from this yellow car behind, the greeny yellow, lime shall we say, eventually I succumb to that pressure. There's not a lot you can do when you are getting understeer, you've got a bit of wheel wobble. If you look, when I'm driving straight, my wheel is not straight. It just shows.
Car left. Still there. Clear left.
Nice move.
Come on, geek.
And it was a good move, that was.
We'll get him back.
Yes, I was slow through the chicane because of the understeer, but that was a lovely clean pass.
P4, you've just done a 140.79.
To the BMW that's catching up to some, Mario
Car
Al,
left.
we're fighting a lot, so you might get slowed down.
So I'd grab my third place back.
Good pass. Eyes front.
But we're coming to the part of the track now where I'm really struggling. And he gets a much better drive. Much better drive out of there.
Clear right.
And look at that. Good pass again. He's got some balls.
Okay, stay with him. That's 2
And
minutes
that's
left.
where we would remain. I'm relying on him making a mistake in order to get past. Even if I do early in the lap, it's unlikely I'll hold on to it because he's quicker towards the end of the lap. Still, 4th place with a badly damaged car. Yeah, I'm happy with 4th. It's okay.
Well done, Sam. Good racing.
P4, that's the end of the race. Bad luck, mate.
This is what happened with the Beamer at the start. Leader in our class goes a little bit wide. He's out on the slippy stuff. I claim the inside, and there goes the Beamer. And you can see there was room on my left to have gone left, but I didn't know how much room I'd got. I don't have a left side monitor. And the Beamer is still moving at this point, and then the Beamer stops and then starts to pull forward a little bit. He should have just stayed planted in the wall until the whole field was passed and not back onto the track. There's my slightly lopsided GR86. Alright, let's have a little look at the beef. Okay, this is Adam in front in the reddy, orange and black car. He's a lap down. I mean, he doesn't have to move out of the way, but the way he sort of brakes late, understeers, pulls back onto the racing line, parks his ass on the racing line on the inner curb. He could easily have facilitated a pass. This is what you should really do with the etiquette. Let's see. I think he does the same thing again here, exactly. There you see, again. And you can see why the Beamers behind are getting fed up. The Beamer's not an easy car to drive at this track. Remember, they're a lap ahead of him. They're fighting for the lead. And look, they think they've got the inside. And no, he doesn't let them have it. He could easily have lifted. But then he does let them have it going into the fast corner. But watch here. A bit of netcode. Why isn't he completely out of the way? If he'd have just lifted on the straight before coming to these fast corners, he'd have been out of everyone's way. There is an unfortunate amount of netcode, but I still maintain he shouldn't be where he is now. He's had plenty of opportunities to let these guys past. There we go again. That was the inevitable at the end. The inevitable at the end, because he would not get himself out of the fight. But why was he a lap down? Look at the blue car. Look at the blue car. This was worse. Watch what the blue car does here. He's held back and then gone for a run. He's jumped the start, ploughed through the middle, and he causes the accident, which causes Adam to go into the pits. So if anyone's going to get sanctioned, it should be that blue car. Right, I've gained another 38. And 1,729 is officially my highest ever Irating at this moment. So I'm a happy nerd. Yes. Happy geek. Well, till next time. See ya. I've been the Old Geek. Like, subscribe, do all the nice things. And I'll see you in my next video.